Hey, hey,
Hey, how you doing?
girl, I'm all right. I'm all right. Y'all gonna have to excuse me today because I'm fresh off a plane and just made it to the hotel. So this is what y'all get
You
today.
still looking cute. And where are you?
I am in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of nowhere, literally. Y'all, I'm in the boonies, but I'm happy to be working and it's great. Happy
You're
Sunday, everybody.
happy Sunday. I'm coming to you from Detroit, and you are coming from
Yeah,
where?
I'm coming from a place that cannot be named at the moment.
We'll keep.
Oh, y'all. We gonna keep it a little secret. We're gonna keep it a little secret right now. Woo
It is a
wee.
great Sunday. Welcome to Vanities Live, wherever you may be. We have a wonderful live today. We have an amazing guest, I might add. He is truly, truly all of that. We've seen him do some stuff. Oh my
Yes,
goodness. I'm like, what
yes,
did you
yes.
just do? Like, what was that? Like, oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I definitely
You
couldn't do
know,
it.
I was just about to say, like, I don't know. I think about, could I do anything else outside of, you know, hair on set? Like, what else could I do? And I'm just thinking, like, man, I've seen some stuff, and I'll be scared to do stuff.
Oh no, I'm not jumping off of maybe the step. That's about
Roofs, and I remember I was on set on a show like some years back, and the stunt was this guy falling down all of these flights of stairs, and I was like, "Ain't no way, ain't no way." And I saw a guy one time jump off of a roof, like it was like 4 stories, 4 or 5 stories, jump off of a roof into like this cardboard box
yeah.
contraption. Like, yeah, I don't know.
But
I can hardly do Pilates without hurting. So
well, our guests have jumped off so many things and run into fire and done some of the most amazing stunts that you have ever seen. So when he comes
yeah.
on, we'll get a chance to talk to him about some things that you have to be a true professional to do, amongst
Mhm.
other things that he's done. So when he comes on, you guys will get a chance to talk to him. Truly an amazing man, an amazing dancer, and just a great stuntman on top of that. So we have a lot
Yes.
to talk about today, you guys. But before we do that, can we talk about some current events?
Actually, happy 4th of July. Well,
Happy
happy
4th.
belated 4th of July.
Girl, the fireworks was working. When I tell you they was boom, 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 I was like this. Ducking all over the place. It was crazy, but it was beautiful. It really was really, really nice. I enjoyed it here in the D. A lot of fireworks going on down here. So I enjoyed myself spending the 4th of July in my hometown. So it was pretty awesome, I might add. And I got to see Bad Boys. It was really, really good. I'm gonna go see it again. I don't watch movies twice no ordinarily, but it's one I would like to see again. It was really, really good.
It was good, right?
The
Okay.
stunts was crazy. The stunts was like, I'm like, did they do that? They had to have a few. Well, you know what? I did
Yeah,
watch the credits and I saw a ton of stuntmen. I was like, hats off to the stuntmen because they were
they
doing
be
their
doing
thing.
their thing. Yes, they do. Um, Also another current event. I think we talked about this last week. We're gonna talk
Hmm.
about it again. It's our sis' birthday. Okay.
It's birthday. Look, I am the birthday girl, you
Birthday
guys.
queen, period. Okay.
Birthday
Listen, y'all,
queen.
Sharice, let me tell y'all about today. I just came off of a plane. Sharice took a pause in between her birthday festivities so that we could come on live today, y'all. That's literally how dedicated we are. I just got to my hotel, I ain't even checked in yet. We are that dedicated. So
Yes. Because as soon as this live is over, they're waiting for me for the other half. my birthday weekend. They was like 6 o'clock. We're doing our thing, and as soon as you jump off, I want you to come and meet us for the other part of
I
your
know that's
birthday.
right. Big
Okay?
birthday. Big birthday. Y'all throw up some hearts for Sharice and her big birthday. Yes.
Amazing birthday weekend. So I'm having a
Well, it's
great time.
on the 10th. So, you know,
Yes, the
it's
10th.
it's from June I mean July 1st to July 10th.
Yeah, I've been celebrating all yeah, so I'm having a great time in my
Good.
hometown, eating up everything I can. So as soon as I get back, it's time to get that workout in.
I know that's right.
Working out
You
hard. So I was like, I gotta drop at least 10 pounds, but in the
girl,
meantime,
you look good.
I'm gonna
You
get it
look
in.
good.
I'm getting some Chinese food as soon as I get off this live.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's gonna be
That
so
sounds
good. And
okay.
y'all be talking about
I wonder G can do stunts. I wonder if G can cook too.
You know what? I wouldn't doubt it. He can do so many other things. I mean, his dancing is crazy. He's done some stuff. I'm not going to tell. I'm going to let him go and kind of drop it
Yeah,
himself.
yeah, I
I
can't wait.
almost flipped up and said a few things, but I was like, let me hold back and let him tell his story. Because you know what? He's done some stuff with some names that's like, wow, you did that? So
I know.
he is a total beast. A
Okay, y'all,
total,
we got a top notch guest today. So
yeah, we do.
send this live to all your friends. Tell them to tune in. Anybody that you know, your little brother that used to do backflips off the granny shed, whoever, call them, tell them your friend
Yeah.
that does pops wheelies on their motorcycle. They need to be on this live today, okay, right now.
Yes, because he is that guy. He is truly that guy. And he's such a nice, nice gentleman. Just
Yeah,
really nice. He about
yeah.
his business. He come in a trailer. He sit down. He just do your thing. Just do your thing. We had opportunity to work with him on our last show, and he's just a really nice man. I enjoyed having an opportunity to work with him. So we will be
Yes,
bringing him
same here.
in very shortly. But before we do that, I think we need to get to our trivia question.
Oh, and hey to everybody on Insta. Hey y'all. Hey Brad,
And
hairstylist. Oh,
yes.
Blush Black 95 said the crocodile was crazy on well, we can't tell the movie for people who haven't seen the movie, but the crocodile was wild.
Yeah, it was. It was. I was like, what?
And you got some happy birthday love, girl.
Well,
Yes.
thank you. I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you so, so much. Let me check out the comments over here. Thank you, guys.
Hi,
Um,
Timothy.
and
Hi,
for everybody who's
Elaine.
watching on Facebook and on YouTube, thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, and tell all your friends. We are open to more followers, and we're only going to get better and grow and bring more things to our platform. So thank you so much. So we are going to dive into our trivia question. And our trivia question is, bam, let's drop it here.
Okay. Ooh, I don't know if I'm ready for some trivia today. Okay.
You ready?
What's our trivia question?
So our trivia question is, which movie did Michael B. Jordan perform most of his stunts? Is it
Mm,
A, Black Panther, B, Creed, C, Fantastic Four, or D, Chronicles? Did I say that right?
Chronicle.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so wait. You said is it A Black Panther, B
Creed,
Creed, C
C, Fantastic Four, or D, Chronicle? Which one is it? Oh, I think I'm gonna add a
I'm
link.
go with
Which one you gonna go with?
the only one that makes the most sense to me is Creed.
Creed? Is that what you think it is?
That's what I think it is. Also, because I don't remember.
Which one?
But I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think it is? I'm gonna go with Creed because
You gonna go with Creed?
I'm thinking of like, the stunts on the other movies.
Did you hear
Yeah,
that?
I'm gonna go with
Want to hear one more time?
Creed. Girl. That's our little
Yeah.
trivia song.
Yeah.
Crying. I'm crying.
So,
What y'all think?
what do you
What do
guys think?
y'all,
Is
are we
it
getting
A, Black Panther? Let me read the question again. Which movie did Michael B. Jordan perform most, not all, but most of his stunts? Black Panther, A, B, Creed, C, Fantastic Four, or D, Chronicle? Which
let's
one
see.
is it? Here we go again.
We have an A, and then we have somebody that said, I don't know Chronicle. I've never seen Chronicle either. That's why I didn't pick it. But
Is that the only reason why?
yeah, I ain't know nothing about no Chronicle. I didn't see it myself. Now I
Let me
feel like I
give you
need
a
to go
little
watch
trivia music. Which one is it, y'all?
it. Mm. Okay, which one is it?
It is
What's the hint?
actually B, Creed.
Ah, okay. I was right.
So we're gonna talk to our guest about maybe he had an opportunity himself to do some stunts. Just maybe.
Uh-huh, uh-huh,
Michael
uh-huh.
B. Jordan. Just maybe he did.
Well, y'all, I think it's time to bring him in. So, in Vanity's Live fashion, throw up some hearts for our guest, G. Alexander.
Yay! Come on in, G. Hey, G.
Hey,
G,
what's up?
what's
Good
going
to see
on?
you.
Not much. Enjoying the show so far.
We are
Have you
so
been?
happy to see you again.
You too. You too. I'm doing good.
We know
Good.
you've been super busy.
Yeah, I got a day off. I'm flying out 6 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Woo.
Yeah,
This calendar stays booked, you guys.
That's
Stays.
right.
yeah. I'm
That's
grateful
good.
for it. I'm grateful for
Yeah, I want to.
Amen.
When I grow up, I want to be like you, G.
it.
Booked and busy, okay?
Yes, booked and busy.
Trying to stay.
Yeah.
Trying to stay.
Y'all throw up
Mortgage
some
ain't
hearts for
cheap in
G.
California. You know that.
Oh, honey. Let me tell you. I bet the weather feels a lot nicer than it does where we
It's like desert heat this week. I think today is about 98.
what?
Really?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
missed that
We
memo, didn't we?
Oh
But
yeah.
we caught it right back in Texas.
Yeah, it was
Y'all got some.
104 when I left.
They got a little humidity over there, no?
Oh yeah. And there's like a hurricane or something brewing up in Houston
Oh
somewhere.
yeah,
So
I did
Yeah,
see
everybody
that
Houston.
coming
in
towards
Houston,
y'all.
y'all be safe, please, and take care of yourselves.
Oh yeah.
But G, why don't you introduce yourself to our viewers today? Give them a little bit of insight on who you are.
Uh, so my name is G. Alexander. I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida. Um, I've been in the industry since 2000 and I would say 2009, 2010. I started off as a dancer. I was a break dancer though, so a little bit different. But I came in as a break dancer, and we were competing around the world and stuff. And a couple of the guys that I looked up to already joined the industry, and they went on tour with Madonna. And when I saw that, I was like, hey, I think I could do that too. So that was pretty much my motivation to want to pursue this. And once I got to the industry, I started meeting a lot of talented martial artists and parkour and all kind of athletes and different backgrounds and stuff. And everybody was kind of in the realm of stunts. So they kind of introduced me to that world, and I kind of made my way over there and never looked back since.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I
So
think
so did break dance, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so breakdancing and parkour are like cousins, kind of,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. The movement, it's a lot of movement with your whole body and a lot of freestyling. So there's not a lot of rules, and you can kind of add and go and mix in different forms of martial arts or movement, yoga stuff. Like it's all based on what your body can do, you know. So there is no rights or wrongs. You can kind of just keep going with it. But that showed me how to fall and how to do different things in my body that made me it gave me an advantage, I guess you could say.
Mm,
so.
that makes
G,
sense.
who have been some people that you've had an opportunity to tour with?
So when I first came over, I started off with Step Up. So I did Step Up 3 when I was living in New York City. And while I was doing that, I met some more choreographers and they told me to audition for Stomp the Yard. So it was
Mhm.
Stomp the Yard, the sequel, Stomp the Yard 2. So I ended up reading for that. I read for a part and then I auditioned for the dance part as well. But I'm not a stepper, so I didn't really do good on that. But they also looked at me freestyle, so I showed them some of my break in and they loved that. So I ended up booking the acting part and I got to dance with the acting part. And while I was there, um, I met the stunt coordinator and he asked me to double for one of the leads. So I actually got my first stunt job as well on that job. And then immediately after that, I came back to LA and auditioned. I had a world tour audition for Britney Spears. So I went on, I think we did about a 10-month tour, all of South America, Europe, Canada, everywhere but Asia, in the Middle East. So
Wow.
that opened the door for even more things. And then right after that, I started dancing on a lot of Nickelodeon and Disney shows. And in that process, I got on with Chris Brown, and then I was doing a lot of live performances. So with like Ariana Grande, I did some stuff at the weekend, just bouncing around different artists. But at the same time, while I was doing that, I was kind of training my way up to understand the stunt industry.
Mhm.
So as soon as I started getting phone calls for that world, I kind of just never went back into the dance side, and that was it.
So, like, this is what I always like to ask people because, you get these calls like, how does it feel when you get your first call? Because I know when I got my first call, people's like, were you nervous? Like, what was the feeling? Because it seems like I did this and I did this. Like, let's just be honest. How does it really feel like, oh my God? Like, what was your reaction when you got your first call?
I
Some people
mean,
like it's so simple. No, let's just like break it down for real.
it's a
Yeah.
lot of a lot of auditions in the process of that. So I would say I auditioned for at least 20, 30 commercials, TV shows, movies while I was living in New York. And I got one out of maybe after 2 years, I would say. And that
Yeah.
one was Step Up.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't quit on the process of missing out. I had a couple that I did get that might have fell through at the last minute or something changed, like that. But you get a lot of those and a lot of no's, so you get used to that,
Yeah.
and it kind of toughens you up. So by the time you do get that yes, with me, I was more numb to it because I didn't believe it until I actually got there. So it
Yeah.
still it still wasn't a reality until I got to see it because it's been plenty of times where you get that phone call, we're sorry, they went with another person, or you know how it goes. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's I think that builds a lot of character as well because a
Yeah.
lot of people they don't get to experience that early on. They might experience it later. And me experiencing it early on, I think it helped me stick with the path, and not give up,
Yeah.
because I had a lot
Man.
of most of my family always wanted me to go to school, like go a different route. They didn't want me to try this, and I was all about trying this out first.
I know that's right. Going for what you know. So, how do
100%.
you prepare for like? Because you just got done saying you went on a worldwide tour
Mhm.
with Britney the Spears.
Yeah,
Britney
yeah,
X Spears herself, okay?
yeah.
Uh, how do you prepare yourself to like go on a tour of that caliber mentally, physically, like you eating all kind of different stuff? Like how do you
Yeah,
prepare for that?
yeah. No, they put you through the ringer. You have about I think we had like at least 2.5 months of rehearsal, and rehearsal is
Mm,
about 8 to 10 hours a day.
Wow.
And I think we had 18 numbers in the show. So the show's an hour and a half, and out of about 18 dancers, we needed to be in pretty much, I want to say, well, I was in out of 18 numbers, I was in about 14. So you only get 4 songs of break. So it's a lot of conditioning, a lot of training. They got professional chefs with you all the time. They got massage therapists, they got acupuncture with you. So they take care of you while you're on the road for sure.
Mhm.
So it's a lot of treatment on that side of things. They don't take care of you with the money side of things usually. So a lot of dancers get
mm,
screwed on that. But it's getting better. I still got a lot of friends that are in that world, and I've heard it's definitely improved, but it's not where it should be at. That's for sure. For the
yeah.
amount of work they had them doing, because we
Yeah.
was It's way harder than doing stunts. I'll tell you that. People ask me all
Mm,
the time, like, how did I make this decision to want to do stunts? And I was like, well, it's easier than what I came from, because they had us working like slaves at some point, man.
wow.
Yeah, especially when you got two shows a night and 5 days a week, and you're traveling city to city on a bus.
Yeah.
You get like one or two hotels a week, but you're usually sleeping overnight in the bus. You got to shower in the bus, or you might shower at the
Mm,
arena, then go
Hmm.
straight to the show, and then go back, hop on that bus, go to the next city, same thing, you know? So
stuff
it's
you
it's
don't
not
even think about.
yeah, it's nonstop moving. And um I mean, it's a great experience when you're young. Don't get me wrong. Like, you get to travel and see all these cool places. But all
Yeah.
the artists pretty much go on the same kind of itinerary, because they're all with what, Live Nation. So they all pretty much have the same schedule. So once you see one artist or one go on one tour, it's almost like you've experienced it all, unless it's
Yeah.
just a different experience on stage. But the atmosphere and the traveling is all pretty much the same.
That's crazy.
So
I oh my bad, sis. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So what made you, well, you kind of talked about what made you switch over from stunts. Let me go back to another question. Did you have an agent or did you get an agent eventually once you got into dancing, or once you switch over to stunts?
So with dancing, there was three, well, at the time, yeah, there was three major dance agencies.
Hmm.
There was Block, there was Clear, and there was MSA, I believe.
Hmm.
And they were located in New York and California. So when I moved to New York, at the time, I got with Clear at first, because they had a commercial department, a theatrical department, and then a dance department. So I got with their commercial and theatrical departments as well. So I was going out on commercials and acting auditions, and then I had the dance agents. So they took care of me while I was there. I booked my first couple of jobs with that agency, and then when I came to California, I they started sending me out on auditions as well. So I stayed with them for about a year or two, and then I ended up switching over to Block, which was it was a at the time they were a bigger agency, and they had more pull with like the black artists and a lot of stuff in that world. So they kind of a lot of us gravitated to that agency, and they were killing it for the time being, but they didn't have a theatrical department. So that was the weaker side of that. So when I switched to there, I had to get a separate theatrical department, but that's while I was still pursuing acting. And then for stunts, there's actually no agents involved at all. It's all direct.
Mm,
So we get hired pretty much directly through the stunt coordinator. The stunt coordinator is hired through the producer. And then the coordinator pretty much, their job is to find us, and they pretty much call us direct. And there's no auditioning. There's literally just, are you available? If you're available, you got the job, because
Wow.
they already trust you at that point. Of course,
yeah.
it's you. If it's like a new person and they want to vet you out, they might have to see what you can do. But if it's somebody they know, or got a good word from, they're gonna trust you or give you a shot at least, you know.
So how
Mm.
does one get involved if you don't have an agent? How does one get involved or train or prepare to become a stunt person?
It's a very niche, it's a niche side of the world or whatever. But a lot of the guys I work with are second, third, fourth generation, where their
Mm.
dad, grandfather, a lot of their families did it. So they all came in with nepotism, and a lot of them have amazing skills too. But a lot of them just got handed like right through the door, you know. But then you have a lot of guys who came from specific backgrounds. You have a lot of ex-professional athletes. There's
Mhm.
a lot of ex NFL players I work with, a lot of ex UFC fighters and stuff like that, ex motocross, ex NASCAR, ex basketball, like all kind of backgrounds. So these guys find their ways in. They might have met one person, or they might have met one stunt person, and they kind of just help them kind of get in. With me, I was when I was on tour with Brittany, we had a number. One of the 18 numbers in the show was based on like ninja, and they had a wushu choreographer that came in. They had two wushu choreographers, and both of them happened to do stunts. So they saw me in the show, because there was different things on stage where they had me flipping off like the second level to the first level, or like all kind of stuff that I was down to do, because I already known how to do it, and they kind of put me in those positions. So I was like, all right. There was like two or three of us that had stuff like that in the show. So when my friend saw it, who was choreographing that number, he was like, "Hey man, you're pretty much doing stunts." And it didn't register in my head right away. And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, anything over 3 feet is considered a stunt. So if you're on set, they would have to pay you every time you do that, rather than you getting paid like a flat rate for the week and having you kill yourself or do it over and over. Who knows how many times you got to do it, you know? Rather than on set, they're gonna pay you. They're gonna give you a certain rate starting off, and then they're gonna pay you every time you have to do it because you're putting your body at risk.
Mhm.
Right.
So it kind of woke me up hearing that conversation, but
Mhm.
I still didn't understand the total aspect of it because I didn't ask him how much he was making or nothing like that. I was just like, okay, I kind of get it. So I waited till the tour was over, and then after the tour, when I came back to Los Angeles, I started training at a gym that he actually owns. It's a gym owned by three stunt guys, and you're surrounded in the atmosphere with a lot of guys over there, and they kind of take you under their wing. If you want to learn something, everybody's open to learning. So
Mhm.
that's pretty much how new people come in. It's a gym in Los Angeles. They have it in Los Angeles and in Atlanta. They just opened Atlanta, I think, last year or during the pandemic. But it's called Joining All Movement, and abbreviation is JAM. And on
Mhm.
Instagram, they have Jam Movement on Instagram, and I think Atlanta account is Jam Atlanta or Jam ATL. But they have classes for new actors, new stunt people, or anybody just trying to learn how to fall or throw a punch. Like most of the basics, they want to get you through the door to understand like movement and camera placement because it's a lot. It's a lot of tricks. You know, it's like you don't want to get hit, but sometimes you do get hit. But
Yeah.
the whole point is to not get hit or to make it look good. And so it's all about camera angles and it's a progression because a lot of stuntmen progress to second unit directors after they become coordinators, second unit directors, and the second unit director shoots all the action on the film or on the television show. So that's another way for them to become a director, and in that aspect, they get to join the DGA. So a lot of stuntmen have gone that route and have become directors. Like the John Wick series was actually Keanu Reeves' double from The Matrix.
Oh wow.
So
Is that
fast, fat.
for you?
Say it again.
Is that a goal for you?
Um, Eventually, I could see myself going that route or writing. Like definitely behind the scenes with writing. I like that side of things more. But I have um a lot of people on my like in my world that go into that lane, and I could learn a lot from. I already do learn a lot from daily. That's another thing about being on set. It's just a constant school. So you get to
Yeah.
learn from everybody. Like I can be in the hair department. I could be like in the trailer with you guys and learn a lot just hearing y'all tell stories or just talk about what y'all had to go through that day. Same thing in the makeup side, hearing their stories or behind the camera, hearing their stories or just I don't know. I just like picking people's brains and hearing everybody's stories of how they got there. So that's one thing I love about being on set.
So speaking of that, what have been some of your tips that because we talked about a lot of stuff in the trailer. What have been some things that you picked up in the hair trailer, if you can name anything that has been beneficial or helped you? Because I know we did some stuff that we can't
Um,
share right now, but
Like,
uh,
yeah, we can't wait.
quite interesting.
like let me see with hair. Um, I mean, I got to work with so many cool hair departments, but let's see. If if I'm doubling somebody and I got to get wigged, there's like so many different techniques they would
Yeah,
use for that. For instance, like you have some departments that would glue it all in and
yeah,
just clobber the glue up on your head and just slap it on you, you know. Then you got some people who've been there for years and tried everything, you know, so they know this works better, or this works better for this situation. Or you might be in a situation where you got to go in the water and you want that joint to stay on
right.
compared to or if you got to fight and you got to fight, you don't want somebody to actually rip it off, you know, like in these aspects of things where I've got to see, I've got to learn too, just seeing the different techniques, how you guys use. I mean, I can't even explain it. I don't even know the names of half the tools you
Yeah,
guys use.
some of the pins and
A lot
snap
of little
and
I
things
tricks.
remember
like
with you guys, I remember with you guys, I had this headband that you guys started with, and it pretty much set the way for everything. And I haven't seen that on any other set yet or with any
oh
other
yeah,
department.
the lace.
And I thought that was pretty cool. Like
Oh
because
yeah,
you didn't have to stick the pins directly in my head. They were
Yeah,
literally attached to the. It's almost like a headband, elastic headband, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
That
I
was
thought that was I thought that was a cool method. Like it saved the wig, and you could put it on it. You could take it on and off and use it over and over, and not have to worry about destroying it. Because I've been on a lot of shows where it just gets destroyed the same day. Like it doesn't get to be reused, or it's not even possible to reuse it after taking it off. It just got destroyed in that process.
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's really cool for sure. And the fact that I don't have to keep looking at it. I got you guys there, and you guys got iPads, and y'all are watching every angle and every aspect. Y'all can see what I can't see because I be
yeah.
thinking it's fine sometimes, and y'all run up last minute and come fix it. Hey, wait a minute, wait a minute. So
Let's put this
so
pen in. Boop, boop. Yeah,
exactly, no, exactly, and it's always something, like, and I feel like it's a lot of freestyling in that world too because y'all y'all
Mm-hmm.
y'all do stuff on the fly and this might not work, but we got to try it right now because we ain't got no time to figure it out.
Yeah.
And you
right.
got these people behind you saying, hey, we got 5 minutes, what you got, and they
Mm-hmm.
be giving you all these
Mm-hmm.
times. That's kind of
Gotta
crazy
do it
too,
on the
man.
spot sometimes. Oh, with you. Okay. I think it's time for us to play a little game.
I think it's
All
time
right.
for us to play a little game too. How about we do this or that?
Mm. We're gonna
So
learn
let's
about you today, G.
yeah, we're gonna learn a little something about you.
I,
So
I, I
we're
can't
gonna do
cook,
this
so
or
fuck
that.
He said he said he can't cook. Okay, so we got that one out the
that.
Oh, you heard the question earlier.
Do you prefer Coke or Pepsi?
I don't even drink soda.
I said you don't drink soda. Okay,
I
so
quit. I quit drinking soda like let me say 2010.
I don't really drink Coke or Pepsi either, but if I had to choose one,
I would
it,
choose Sprite.
I would choose Pepsi. My grandmother drank Pepsi, so I'd say Pepsi. What about you, Ray?
I don't drink soda, but if I had to choose, it would be it would be a Coca-Cola slushy.
Slushy.
Those were
Yeah.
actually good. I forgot about those,
Yeah. It would be the Coca-Cola slushy.
Okay.
especially when it's hot like right now. Yeah.
Like right now, great.
Okay, country music or rock?
I would go with rock.
I would go with country music.
I'm gonna go with country.
I'm
Okay.
Y'all, it's some really good country
It
music out right
is.
now
from the country, so man, my friend, I know. I grew up with rock in the house.
Okay.
Yeah, Florida. Hmm.
Okay, room temperature water or cold water?
Ooh, it depends what the weather is, but I'm gonna go room temperature usually.
I'm going
Yeah,
room temperature.
I do room temperature unless I'm outside in
Yeah.
sweltering.
Okay, Twinkie or Ding Dongs?
Ooh, I ain't had either one of them in so long. I can't remember which one was what. I'm gonna say wait, Ding Dong it come in twos.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say the Ding Dong then.
I
I'm gonna
like
say
Ding
the twink.
Dongs.
I'm gonna say the twink. Twink me.
Okay, here go one, y'all. This one a little
You had a
controversial.
fried Twinkie? Have
I
y'all
never.
ever had a
I
fried Twinkie?
I think
They
I had
have
a
them.
fried Oreo.
Oh yeah, fried Oreo. They have them at the Texas
That's the
State Fair.
Texas thing. They
Mhm.
fry
Texas State.
everything.
Yeah, it's the
Texas.
Texas State. They fry everything at the State Fair, Lord.
Okay, here we go, y'all. Drake or Kendrick?
Ah!
Ooh, I'm in LA, so I'm gonna say Kendrick.
I was like, "Ooh." Here we go, y'all.
I ain't.
Honey. Ooh.
That's a
Mm,
setup.
I threw some tea out there for y'all, didn't I? I
You
was
know,
like,
I don't like beef amongst our black
me
men.
neither.
I think we can all coexist and be great together.
I,
I
I
would say
guarantee they'll
both
do a
of
song
them.
together before next year.
Yeah, and it's gonna
I
be a
would say
hit. They're
both
gonna do
of them.
a summer hit.
They
Yeah,
gonna collab eventually, and they all gonna look back
yeah. I'm
They
going with both of them. How about that?
at this. That's a good choice.
yeah,
Okay, high tops or low?
Um, high tops.
High tops for me too.
I'm gonna go with low because I got big legs. Gotta cut me off at the ankle.
Okay. Hard books or digitals?
Say it again.
Hardcover books or digitals?
I'm going digital.
Oh, I like both, but let me see. I'm gonna pick one this time. Oh gosh, I'm gonna go with my hardcover books.
Yeah. I'm such a Libra because I'm all like, I like this, but I also like this. Um it's hardback for me.
Well, if you're
Yeah.
talking about reading, I thought you meant school.
Oh, shoot.
If it was reading, I'm going with the real book. Yeah, I want to have it
Yeah,
in my
Yeah.
hand.
it's like a real book. You know, we
I'll,
got.
I'll do like a audio book, like if I'm driving, taking a road trip or something, but I
Yeah,
I
I
like
feel
to.
like
I'm reading.
I don't
I want
remember
a
the
book
stuff
in
that
my
they
hand.
say in the audiobooks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's this or that, you guys.
Yay. Good game.
Are you sitting in the car somewhere?
Look, I got my
I,
little sign.
so G, I just landed in the city that I'm in, and I got I got pulled over on the way to the
Oh
hotel trying
no.
to make it to the hotel for the live.
Oh no.
So I
They
haven't
let
even
you
checked
go?
in the hotel yet. No, he did not let me go.
Oh man.
But it's
You should have
okay.
said it's a holiday.
It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's fine.
Slide it
Um,
off.
yeah, so I gotta check into this hotel whenever we get off of the live, but all good.
Shoot.
So, G, you've had an opportunity to do stunts for people like Michael B. Jordan. Can you share a little bit about that experience, or how many? I'm sure you've probably done it more than once. How has that been?
Mike's actually really cool. He actually they requested me to double him on the last Creed, and my wife was actually pregnant at the time, so I knew that I was gonna be filming while she would give birth, so I didn't feel good about that, so I passed it to my friend, which was great for me. He got like 4 months of work out of it. He was relieved
Wow.
about it, but
Oh,
yeah, I had to give that one up, and in the process, uh, I guess they were cool about it. And the next job he had, we did an Amazon commercial first. They hit me up, and I doubled him on this Amazon commercial about 2 years. That was 2 years ago. And then he was super cool, down to earth. Um, and then literally 1 year later, they hit me up again to do another commercial for Gatorade, to double him for Gatorade. It was a Propel commercial. And we worked for like it was a 4 day shoot. So I was with him for a couple of days there. We shot that out here in Los Angeles. He was really great on that. But
nice.
I didn't get to do the cool stuff for him like for Black Panther. Like one of my good friends doubled him on Panther. And that was like 6 months of work. But
Oh,
I know that was a great time.
Job security. Yeah.
I got to work on Panther, but I was playing a bad guy. I was playing like a henchman, but that was one of my first big breaks. I would say I got called up by a good friend of mine who doubles. He also was one of Michael's doubles for a while, and he was doubling Anthony Mackie and all the other Marvel stuff. So he called me up and said, we got this secret movie coming up. They didn't give me the name. They called it Motherland at the time. So they was like, "Hey, we got this movie Motherland. It's gonna be shooting in Atlanta, and it's gonna be this big Marvel movie and all this stuff, blah blah blah. We need." So that was probably one of the only movies I actually had to audition for. They made like 20 of us audition out here in LA, and
mhm.
it was just a quick more movement, see us fight, see it, what kind of stuff we could do with our bodies, and they ended up hiring I think about 10 of us from LA, and then the rest they brought in from Atlanta. They ended up hiring about 100 people in Atlanta. So
Wow.
Okay.
so and a lot of them were new, so they all got tafted, which is like pretty much the easy way to join the union. So if you get a good job that's over a month, they'll usually taft you in, or you don't have to pay. Well, you still got to pay the joining fee, which is about $4,000, I think, but it's a lifetime. You pay once, and you pretty much SAG for life. You just got to pay your union dues twice a year, which is not
Mhm.
bad because it's based on how much work you've done. So they're not gonna charge you this
Hmm.
crazy amount of dues if you didn't
Mm,
have a crazy amount of work.
boy, I wish ours was like that.
Wow, that's something we should adopt.
Right?
Yeah, I think like if you don't do nothing, like say if you don't work at all for the year, I think they'll charge you like $200.
What?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So like I know people who still have to pay dues who are not even doing SAG jobs, so they complain about it. But the people who are in SAG don't mind it, because
Yeah.
it's
They
not too
make
bad. Yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, that was with Michael B. Jordan. I got to work with Chadwick as well over there because immediately after we did Black Panther, we did Avengers, and we shot that for a whole year. We did Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, and Chadwick was amazing, man. He was probably one
wow.
of the coolest people I got to work with on set. He was still in the mode of James Brown, so he would like in between takes, he would be over there shuffling his feet, sliding
Oh,
across the floor, like he was all about it, and we would have never known nothing was going on, nothing was wrong. Like
Dang.
like one of the coolest guys. He would throw weekly parties with the crew. We would have these parties not downtown. I think our hotel was around Midtown Atlanta. So he
hmm
would rent out these spots and he would have live drummers come in. He had this guy on our Congo and like open bar and it would be all cast and crew. So it was like pretty much all the crew and stuff.
wow.
And I want to say we did it at least four. We had four of those events over a month period. Like it would be in the middle of the week. Oh, Chadwick wants to get up tonight. It'll be like a Wednesday, and then a Sunday, and then next week on a Tuesday. It was always like throwing it
Was
out there,
outside.
and we was all like, yeah, let's go, let's go. Everybody was always down, because it was Chadwick.
Oh,
And he would come with like he had a couple of his homies that he was always with. He had his sister that he was always with, or like um, but but cool as crap, man. Like nothing, no complaints. Like I was very sad hearing that news.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, for him to have that demeanor on set, knowing what he's going through and just living his best life, like it's just a testament to, I never got the opportunity to work with him, but it's just a testament to, the person that he really was. And it's just something to like just model yourself after, no matter what's going on in your life, just like live your
100%.
best life. Live
Yeah.
your life like it's your last day because things happen to people all the time, and man,
And being in the position he was at, like he was still so humble. He would come on set, shake everybody's hand like one by one. Like that was probably one of the coolest things I got to witness. Him and Ryan Coogler as well. Coogler, seeing him work, that was probably one of the coolest experiences I got to do too. Like I remember the first day we got to set for Black Panther, and I saw him in the middle of the floor, like giving direction, telling all these people what to do, and I'm like, this dude looked just like me. Like he's my age. Like it's literally like we were the same exact age, and he was just running the movie, and I'm like, holy crap! Like like we can make this happen. Anybody can do this. There's
yeah.
no there's
Mhm.
no cap. And it was another like inspirational thing I got to see since I've been here. I mean, I find inspiration every day when I go to set. Like I'm always grateful just to be there. Just as a whole, but to see that, I was like, wow, like that's dope. That was real dope.
Gee, what is I'm always amazed by when I see stunt guys and just the energy that you guys put into your work. And I remember one of the first big stunts that I saw, and I saw them stacking these boxes and putting them together, stacking them on top and taking them together. And I'm like, he's gonna
What's
jump
about to
from this
happen?
building down into these boxes.
Yep.
He's gonna die. Like that scares me. How do you guys do this? I mean, what is your mindset?
Goes to your head.
You
Yeah,
gotta like so that's a very specific stunt. You have to train it like there's a lot of there's a way to build up to it though. Like you start
Mhm.
with trampolines. Like you got to be comfortable on a trampoline first and understand air awareness. That's what they call it. And once you're pretty good with that, you could take it to that level of jumping off of stuff or falling into boxes, for instance. Like I had to do it probably. I think the first time I did it was about 6, 7 years ago. I was on SWAT and I was doubling somebody, and we were downtown. And I think we were on the 11th floor of this building, and we needed to jump down to like the 7th floor and we built a box catcher like you're talking about. We built it with not with a it's basically three stacks of boxes
hmm
and I could about say wide probably about 20 boxes wide and 3 high.
Yeah.
So it's about ends up being about probably about 7, 8 feet
Mm-hmm.
of height. So that takes off some of the height from your jump. So you can't really do all the math from it. If it's like 50 feet, so I guess you'll say it's 40 feet now because you got the boxes. But it's still a pretty good fall, or whatever.
Yeah.
But the technique of how they set those up is you won't do it anything over, I think, about 45 feet. You wouldn't use the boxes. Then you have to use a real airbag. So that's a little different. But the airbag is actually even safer because it pretty much just absorbs the whole impact or whatever. But with the boxes, if you're 45 feet or under, you pretty much won't even go through the top layer of boxes. You'll stop right on the top. But you would
Mm.
you would you would do this with a pad on. We wear a spine protector, which is like a motorcycle back pad.
Hmm.
Same thing motorcycle riders wear, and the technique is you always have to fall into your back if you're gonna do those boxes. You can't go face first. You can't go like on your chest. You can't land any other way. You have to land on your back. Like that's the only way. So practicing this, you understand how to fall like that, and you can always land on your back. So if I'm in the air, I know how to get to my back. That's the one thing I can always manage.
Yeah.
Really? I'm looking
So
at that saying, could never.
then you got to make sure you hit it correctly because I mean, like there's mishaps with those boxes where you catch a corner, and then you can cut
Ooh,
yourself. You can cut yourself on the
ooh.
corner. So that's some of the things like the veterans will tell you when right before you jump. So you could be at the top and be like, hey, watch out for them corners, and you're like, why you tell me that now? Like you should have told me that like when we was talking when we was building or something. Like you got it in my head. You got it in my head right before I'm about to jump. Then I'm gonna start thinking about all kind of stuff, you
Think
know.
about them corners
Oh
now. Shoot.
man, because they've been through it. They don't hit everything, or
Wow.
we got pads for everything too. We don't just go crazy
Yeah,
on flight.
there's pads that I know sometimes we even put under wigs,
Oh yeah,
or like
like
you guys have hats on and stuff sometimes.
guys, we have it a lot better than the female stunt performers because a lot of
Yeah.
the girls, if you're doubling a girl in a dress or something topless or anything, just there's nowhere you can really hide your pads. So they're doing stuff that we're doing with less pads and with no pads sometimes. So, but then
Wow.
they also have set deck. They build these high dense floors that match the surface that we're on sometimes. So if we're outside on asphalt, they can build like this high dense foam pad that matches the asphalt, and
Hmm.
the stunt performer will fall on that, and you won't even be able to tell. Like if you watch a wide shot, it blends right in with the asphalt. Like you can't even see it. So you have stuff like that sometimes, but usually not all the time because it's very expensive to make and time consuming and all that. So if they don't
No,
got to
we
do it, they don't
literally
want to
make
do it.
magic. Literally, we make TV magic.
Oh
Like
yeah.
there's so many optical like illusions, like it's crazy.
Super.
We do have some questions. I know we're getting close to our time here, but we do have a question for you, G, from Miss
Okay.
Kiki Styles on Instagram. Her
What up,
question
Kiki?
is, he said, "What up, Kiki? How do you keep up your energy all day for fast-paced stunts that are consistent?"
Um, that's a good question. I mean, I already have pretty good energy already, and then I got two little kids. I got a 1 and 2 year old, so I got to keep up energy just for them.
Tell us your names. They have the
But
cutest names.
my son's name is Rise, and my daughter's name is Brave, like the Atlanta
Oh wow,
Braves.
those
Oh,
are
that's cute.
beautiful
But
names.
energy wise on set, it, like I know I'm there for work, so I'm gonna keep my energy up the whole time I'm there if I got to. But we're usually not doing stunts the entire time. Like if my call time's at 12 o'clock, I might not do a stunt till 3, and I might only do it from 3 to 4, and then I'm done for the rest of the day. So it's not like we're doing it the whole day. And if it
Mhm.
is, we got pretty good breaks in between because they always got camera resets, and you gotta if it's a car if it's cars, you're definitely not getting tired anyway. It's just the car working.
Mhm.
But physical stuff when it's like long, intense fights, like the stuff you see on like Equalizer and John Wick, where it's like 40, 50 beat fights and you're shooting it over and over and over. Those are usually shot by stuntmen, so they know what we're going through. So they know how to give us a break or give them five, like they need a second. So like
Mm.
they're all about protecting our bodies and making sure we're good too. So it's really that.
Man, I was today years old when I learned that some of the directors are stuntmen. I'm just gonna put that
Oh,
out there.
oh
I was
man.
today years old.
They like I got to work with a great one. I did day shift a couple years ago, and I got to double Jamie
Okay.
Foxx. And the director for that was his first. He was a stunt man, and that was his first actual directing job.
Oh wow.
And he came from second unit directing. He had directed probably about 30, 40 movies, television shows, second unit directing, doing all the action and stuff. And that was his first break coming in on the first unit side of directing. So he got to direct everything. And the movie came out great. And he just directed his second movie, I believe, over the past month or two. So he's still going at it. It's a great stepping stone, and it's a great stepping stone. And they get to meet everybody in the process because we're already on set. You're already meeting all these people, so it's just next way
That's
up.
awesome. Do we want to play another game before we get out of here?
Yeah, let's play a game called Pick a Number. So between
Pick a
1 and 5, G, pick a number.
four.
4. What did you eat for dinner last night?
Sushi. No wait. Was that last night? Was that last night? Was that sushi?
Sushi.
Yeah,
Okay. You want to pick another number besides 4?
two.
2. What's your favorite city?
If I say New York.
New York? Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Why do you like New York?
Um, you
And
don't
that's where you
gotta.
started off, right?
I'm from Jacksonville, but I moved up to New York. But you don't gotta have a car there. I mean, the train system is great. Subway, not subways. When I lived there, it was taxis. Now you got Ubers.
Yeah,
So
Uber killed
I'm
us.
sure I'm sure Uber's making it even easier to get around. And there's so much to do in the city because you got so many different cultures, so many different types of foods.
Yeah,
The nightlife is just different. Winter, I feel I like fall, winter time where you can like dress up, dress nice. You get different kind of coats, jackets. I
yeah.
don't know. It's all about style and
It's
and
definitely
you
about style.
you see everybody out and they dress nice, so you want to dress nice, and like the whole vibe is just different. And people, the energy of the people is different too, coming from the South, like compared to being
Yeah.
in California or being. I've been
Sure.
in Texas. I've been in Texas. Luckily I've got to go all over the place and meet all kind of people and see a lot of different stuff or whatever. But New York just was a different kind of vibe.
That's your vibe.
But I couldn't live there. I mean, I don't want to. I couldn't see myself living there again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like that it was a good experience at that time. But
It's a
if I
great
wanted to
place.
have a family, it would be hard. I wouldn't want to be there.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, California's like that too, though.
It
Yeah.
is. It is.
Hmm.
Maybe not as bad. Well, I don't know. I feel like I was gonna say maybe not as bad as New York, but they probably neck and neck, and
Yeah,
Miami's right behind them or with them.
yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
What do you think would be your ideal place to live in the States?
Ooh, weather-wise, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's not hot right now?
I love hot, as everybody
What's
knows.
not?
Man,
What's
I appreciate the California heat over the Florida heat just because the humidity over there.
not?
Like the humidity and the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes be
Oh,
tearing you up, man. And I don't miss that. Like I think I was in California for this is my 14th year out here, and I think I didn't see a mosquito until like 2 years ago.
Really, they got them little baby mosquitoes that will wear
what?
you out.
Look,
They
look.
all over. If you go up in the mountains and the trees, that's where they be at. But in the city and stuff, they don't be nowhere around.
Okay, I guess where I was at, they was tearing me to pieces. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is the little bitty thing that's
No,
like,
they done popped up and got worse. Now they
oh
call
my
them ankle
gosh,
biters. They done got names for them and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. They everywhere.
woo.
Tear my legs up through
Yeah,
the.
I went to a park and my ankles got tore up and I didn't see one. I'm like, I didn't even see them flying around, but
I was like,
I look and you don't feel them either. It's not like the East Coast ones where you feel it and you want to slap it.
Yeah, no, they sneak up on. But it's just disrespectful that they can bite you through jeans. Like what?
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's
That is
wild.
crazy.
I
You
have one
think you
more
safe?
question, D.
Okay.
What could the hair and makeup department do? Um, better. I don't know if better is the right word. How can we
Like,
be more helpful to you as a stunt person in the hair and makeup department? I think that's a better way to put it.
that's a good question.
Helpful. Um,
Or make your experience better.
that's a good. I mean, I feel like it's always good when I go in hair and makeup. That'd be
Oh,
one of the. That's like one of the highlights of the day. Cause
okay.
everybody be talking. It's like
For you.
it's a different energy going on, and that's
Yeah.
usually how the day starts. So
Yeah. It
I'm
sets
usually
the tone.
yeah. Like I wouldn't change much really. Everything as long as I got a hot towel at the end of the day, I'm happy.
Okay.
If they put it depends because like it depends who I'm doubling. 'Cause sometimes like right now I'm doubling Sterling K and they got to paint me down a little bit sometimes. So
Mhm.
at the end of the day, if you don't, when you go and take off everything, if you forget to wipe that stuff off, and you go put your clothes back on, you start seeing streaks of makeup everywhere,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
it just you, oh yeah, it'd be terrible. So I mean, as long as I got that, I'm cool. And it's usually, sometimes I be in a hurry to get out, so I might run in the trailer before they get back, or and I don't care to wait. I'll just grab a wipe and wipe it off myself. I don't have a problem with
Know
that.
where
I don't
everything is. Yeah.
well, I know some people complain like they don't want to do it for themselves or they want to wait and all this. I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't see myself as up high. Like I could do it myself. I'm fine.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know. I feel like it's always a great relationship between stunts, hair, and makeup.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
Well,
I've ever had a bad relationship
a
or
lot of people
working.
don't know that y'all have a big say in some of the jobs that we get because like I was saying how the coordinator picks us. The coordinator sends the picture to hair and makeup sometimes. And hair and makeup is the one that gets to be the final decision. Like, well, he'd be a good double, he's not a good double. So
Yeah.
luckily like I I I take pride in my pictures and I make sure I send a good enough picture where I know that they can visually see, okay, yeah, he'll be a good person, you know, or vice versa, you know. So I
Smart.
appreciate that, and I know that y'all have a big say on that side of things, you know. And I have a lot of friends that don't work as much as me, and I'll see the pictures that they send, and I'll understand why. It's usually more on that type of thing, and I try to tell them like, hey, it's all about like how you put yourself out there and stuff, and representation and stuff, and a lot of times they don't get it, but I try to help as much as I can, you know.
That does make a big difference. Your appearance, image is everything. I
Oh
totally
yeah,
agree with that.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gave some great pointers. I think that was very helpful. What would you tell to someone, in addition to the things that you shared? And the second part of my question is, do you have a mentor and how important is mentoring to you?
Um, yeah. I actually have I have two mentors, kind of like, but more of when I started out, like
Mhm.
I saw them and what they were doing, and one is the guy I was telling you who owns the gym. His name is
Mhm.
Aaron Tony. He's probably about 6 years older than me. He's not that much older, but he
Mhm.
got to start. He started off in doing stunts when he was probably about 19, 20,
Okay.
and he helped out a lot of guys and he looks out and he's pretty much the same size as me, so it was easy for him to pass me jobs when he was double booked, triple booked, stuff like that. So it kind of was it I kind of got my way in like that by size and weight more than skills, and then
Mm.
I started getting my skills better along the way and stuff, you know. And then my second person, his name is Jay Lynch, and
Mhm.
he's actually probably one of the best stunt drivers in the industry. He's black. He's in his I think he's about 56, 57. Amazing guy. He's a member of a group called Stunts Unlimited,
Mhm.
and which is they're pretty much like the top stunt coordinators, stuntmen in the industry. They've been around since I think the 60s, and
Is
he's one
is
of the members.
married to Tiffany?
Yeah, he's married to Tiffany.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Exactly,
I I
exactly.
I know Tiffany. I worked with Tiffany before, and
No, Tiffany's
I
the
think
homie too.
work with Jay Lynch too. So yeah, that's awesome. I always hear good things about him in the
No,
business.
great. No, he's great. He's great, and he's always got good business advice. Like he invests his money very well. He has a lot of property, East Coast, West Coast, and that's another thing. I get to meet people who have done stuff like that, and open my mind to different things. You know, I also I'm in the stocks, I'm in the real estate now. I'm into a lot of things because of the people I've gotten to meet on set and work
Mm,
around. And I use that as another thing that I love to grow with and learn from, and I could pass down to my kids one day.
That's
man, that's
awesome.
huge. Just
Cause you,
work not being just about work. It's actually you're really being able to build a legacy for your family.
100%,
About
100%.
you truly are the core of the five people that you hang around the most. You make around the same amount of money, pretty much. You have the same quality of living and
Yeah,
pretty much the same type of friends. You know, your base is very similar. So I always say if you want to change your life, change the people that you're around. It makes a world of
100%,
difference.
100%, 100%.
Well, you guys, I think we are, at the close of our Vanity Live. G, can you tell people where they can find you if you have different places where they can follow you?
Pretty much just Instagram. Like that's the only thing I really pay attention. I got TikTok, but I'm too lazy to be really posting on there. But yeah, I don't post much on Instagram either. But I'll post stories here and there, and then if I got jobs, I'll post that stuff here and there. But my Instagram is bboyg. At bboyg bboygee. The most recent thing I just did though was Beverly Hills Cop actual Foley. I got to double Eddie Murphy on that.
Woo, go
Got to
ahead.
do some got to do some stuff. That was cool. I got to meet Eddie. Eddie was real cool. Um, um, I played myself on there too, doing some other stuff. But the cool part about it was meeting
that's
Eddie
right.
and working with a legend like that, man. That just seeing him work and seeing him in person is just wow.
You deserve all the success that has been coming your way, and
Thank
and
you.
we're setting up so much more that God will continue to bless you. And I'm so
Amen.
happy for you. You're just an amazing guy, a stellar guy, and I just send many blessings your way.
I
Give
appreciate you.
some hearts for G. He is just such an he drops so much
I felt some
tea.
back.
I mean, you didn't catch all the tea that he dropped. I don't know what to say because he gave so much. I learned
So
so
good.
much today myself. So thank you so much, G.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
yeah.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you, G. We really appreciate you for joining us today.
No
You
problem.
guys join us next Sunday where we will have another amazing guest. And until then, have a blessed week, and we'll see y'all next Sunday.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a good day.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Bye bye.
Yeah, my computer's frozen, so I think you got to end it.